What is your major?
Aerospace engineering and a minor in computer science.
Evolutionary biology.
I am a neuroscience major.
I am a physics major.
Are there a lot of girls in your classes?
Usually it turns out that there are more girls than guys in my classes.
It's about 50-50.
Not particularly. There's about 5 in my projects class.
What's it like working with girls?
I actually prefer working with girls to working with guys. There's something about having girls in the group that just makes things move along better.
I've never actually really had to work with girls because my group is all guys so far.
The same as working with men.
No different, really. Everyone's a competent worker I've been exposed to.
Have you ever seen someone treat girls differently in your field?
Yes. Probably just not the same level of respect/seriousness, maybe. And definitely it's noticeable.
Yeah, all the time. I don't know if it's a physics thing. There's definitely this assumption that the girls were less knowledgeable about physics than the boys, and the girls' opinions sort of got pushed to the back.
Sometimes at the laser cutter, people are like, oh, here, let me help you with that, even though, like, they're engineering too. They know what they're doing.
What are some things that you think girls are better at?
The girls that I've always worked with have been very good at staying focused and staying on task, and then, of course, also just, being good at whatever we're working on. It's
Probably organization, because a lot of the guys are kind of last minute, but the girls always finish everything in a timely manner.
Maybe something along the lines of paying attention in class. Other than that, though, I wouldn't say there are any skills girls have more so than men.
Maybe working together.
What are some things girls aren't as good at?
I don't really think there's anything girls aren't that good at. I haven't noticed, at least.
I don't think there's anything per se that a girl's worse at in the lab or in lecture.
What are some things girls aren't as good at?
I would say making themselves heard. A lot of the girls I work with often have really good ideas, and we'll be working in a group, and either they won't say what their ideas are, or they'll try and say, and they won't say it loud enough. They don't pronounce themselves as much. And definitely speaking up and making themselves heard is something that I wish more girls in my groups did. A lot of the times the idea that ends up solving the problem or making the project work comes from a girl in our group.
Do you think that it's more difficult to be a woman than a man in the STEM field?
Yes. For the last, hundreds of years, it's always been, a male-dominated field.
Absolutely, for sure. I think, especially with the way women are treated in STEM, there's a lot that women have to do extra that men don't have to do. That complicates things for women in STEM. Men discriminating against women in STEM is a barrier for them.
Yes, but as of right now, I get the impression that that's just because we're in a shift where women working in STEM is becoming more and more appropriate.
Do you think that women should be in the STEM field?
Absolutely. Right now, there's a pretty disproportionate number of women to men in working jobs in STEM.
Absolutely. Yeah, 100%. I think women are just as good, if not better, than men in STEM. I think women are perfectly qualified to be in STEM.
If they want to be an engineer, let them be an engineer.
There shouldn't be any restrictions on women in science, math, and technology because they have a lot to contribute.